Hi everyone, my name is Karina Robson. I'm the digital copywriter at OrderIn. Today I am joined by Brigette Brown, who is the office manager at Spotify Sydney's office. Today we kind of wanted to do a deep dive into how the COVID-19 situation has impacted industry professionals such as Brigette, and what tips and tricks she has to share with us. So how are you going today, Brigette?
I'm going well. It's a beautiful sunny day and feeling accomplished. It's a Friday, so win-win.
Fabulous. So if you wanted to kick us off and just kind of explain the main responsibilities of your role pre-COVID.
So pre-COVID, although based in Sydney, we have a office of 50 staff there. And then we also have kind of a satellite office of 5 in Melbourne. The main responsibilities for me is managing kind of the annual budget and accounting side of things, and how that fits into our vendor management, and then managing the vendors as well, obviously. And then kind of organizing the catering, thank you, Order In, and kind of keeping everything, keeping the office culture really running and vibrant and having that kind of social aspect for the team to enjoy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I guess, what have some of the main challenges been in this situation in regards to your role?
When we first started working from home, everyone was like, oh, being the office manager, how's working from home for you? And I was like, oh my God, I'm so busy. There was still like, you still need to coordinate an office somehow remotely. We still have scheduled maintenance occurring in the office. People want to come and get their things to work at home with, organizing deep cleans, cancelling deliveries, organizing for different deliveries. So I guess the change since working from home is working out how to manage an office remotely, and what that means for all of our vendors. And also really ramping up, I guess, that social aspect for everyone to kind of create more of a virtual social community instead of relying on just seeing people every day.
Yeah, and I guess like in a similar vein, have you put together any kind of additional measures or anything fun to keep your team feeling connected?
Yeah, definitely. Really fortunate at Spotify that, like, at the best of times, they really focus on mental health and well-being, and even more so now. So we kind of have virtual fitness classes every day available. We have meditation twice a week. We've had like a Spotify talent show. We've had a lot of really well-run global initiatives, making sure that there's kind of Spotify Kids activities for those parents that are now at home and trying to entertain little ones as well. Locally, we've been running some really fun like Friday afternoon DJ sessions. We've been having like a kind of isolation book club, which encompasses recommendations and suggestions for Netflix or books or podcasts or recipes. And at the moment, I am also running a virtual Taskmaster challenge. So we have 14 teams, and I'm like every 2 days giving them like a new challenge to either write a poem about their time in isolation, or make a stop motion video, or just like little things that kind of keep someone feeling creative at home that's not a conversation about coronavirus.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a lot of fun things.
Yeah, so moving away from your specific role, what are some things that you were doing to stay positive and keep sane during this quarantine period?
I am really focusing on feeling accomplished at the end of each day. I'm a big kind of list writer, and even if it's something as small as putting a load of washing on or baking scones, completely not work related, but just to be able to cross something off and know that you've achieved something, or even at the start of the day, having those tasks to know what you need to do. I've been getting back into playing words with friends and cooking a lot, having a very small workout session in terms of like, even if it's like a 6-minute abs on YouTube, like just that is enough to feel accomplished. I'm like this weird introvert masked in an extrovert kind of mold. So it's actually less about kind of conversations with friends for me and more about personal achievements. And another big one in terms of staying positive is really just not thinking about the length of time that this is potentially occurring for, and really just taking it week by week and focusing more in the present is a big help as well.
Yeah, I think that's so important right now for everyone.
Yeah.
So kind of like back on the track of work-related things, I know that keeping in contact at the moment in this kind of remote workspace can be a difficult task, keeping everyone engaged and connected. So what are your favourite ways to connect with your staff and keep everyone kind of in the loop?
We have a very active office-wide WhatsApp group, which is really funny sometimes when you think about the kind of people that are included then in those chats of like head of HR, the managing director, like all of it, from top to toe. Everyone's in this really inclusive chat, but the bants have just increased tenfold. And like, it's just nice to, like, a conversation may be occurring between 3 or 4 people within the chat, but like within that specific conversation, but it's still nice to kind of be across it and be included, and you can pipe in if you want. We have all the social activities that I've mentioned, which obviously people can participate in if they feel so inclined. And we also use Workplace for like company announcements. So it's like the equivalent of Facebook for work. And that has like pages and events, and that really keeps us connected on a global level with offices in each of the different regions.
Awesome. And so finally, kind of my last question to wrap everything up is, what is a piece of advice that you would offer someone in a really similar position to yourself?
As an office manager?
Yeah.
If it is an office management role where you are really kind of that glue that is keeping everyone together, I think what I've realized, possibly even just this week, is having all of the activities and the social opportunities available without feeling the need for everyone to participate. I think on the other side, like, there's even things that I don't feel like participating in because either I want to spend time with my partner, or I'm just having a down day, or I have a call with my friends. And so life is still happening. And just because we're outside of the office, having the opportunity for connection available to staff is really important, but then also giving them the space to live their lives and participate if they need is, I think, a bigger part of that. So realizing that has taken pressure off the need for participation and the need for feeling like all of these events and social activities are a success, because they're a success just by being an opportunity, by being there for the staff. So that's probably my biggest tip, of just take the pressure off yourself and others in participating, but know that the connection is already there by having those activities available.
That's lovely. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this afternoon, Brigette. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Thanks, Karina. And thank you, Orderin. I mean, quick shout out to the hot cross bun baking initiative, very popular.
Oh, awesome.
And everyone was thrilled. So you always make me look good.
That's what we're here for.
Love that. Looking good and well fed.